Welcome into Live at Liberty. We're going to talk about some Thanksgiving attitudes in this episode later in the podcast, and also going to play a little turkey trivia with the staff, so stay tuned for that. We will not have a show next week, so that means we have lots of birthdays and anniversaries to catch up on. So let's do a rundown of them. How about some birthdays this week? Les Phillips, 11/18. Russell Vick on the 21st of November, Roxana Cortez on the 24th, Ashley Lumpkin on the 25th, as well as Darren Long, and then Dot Babb on the 26th, Brennan Wyndham on the 30th. Let me tell you something about Brennan. Every Sunday when he comes in, he's that guy who's going to walk up to me, and he's going to put his hand up like he wants to give me five, and then he pulls it back too slow. And I'm going to tell you, man, he gets me every week. And so I'm feeling like I'm losing some of the quickness in my reflexes. So happy birthday, Brennan, and pointing out that I'm getting slow. And then on December the 1st, we have Mason Cross. So happy birthday to all of y'all. Anniversaries. You know, we put out something on the app last week where you can just go right there on the front page. Let us know when your anniversary is. We got a great response to that, so it helps us to get our information correct. And if you still haven't done that, let us know your special day by just going right there on the front of the Liberty Baptist Chatsworth app. Let us know when your anniversary is. So let's talk about some anniversaries. Mel and Reba Brooks on November the 20th. Lee and Rhonda Joseph on the 22nd. Mike and Lynette Sparks on the 23rd, Matt and Rachel Rollins on the 27th, and Larry and Betty Kaler on the 30th. So happy anniversary to all of you. Let's talk about some Liberty sports, man. The Fantasy Football League is winding down. 3 weeks to go in the regular season. The Liberty League A, it was Baggett over Branham. Man, John has been on a tear. I think he's 4 games in a row. Will Korn over Hunter Shady. Gabe Shady takes down first place Bo Barrett's Shark Sandwich. Kevin Garner gets a win over Carl Koneman. Joel Korn over Nathan Pendergrass. And with 3 weeks to go, we've got Joel Korn's Joel's Jukers. Bo Barrett's Shark Sandwich are both tied for first, and they are 2 teams who have already clinched a playoff spot. So right behind them, Will Korn and Gabe Shady are 1 game back. Nathan Pendergrass is 2 games back. And then John Baggett with the turnaround of the year, winning 4 in a row. And then we've got Koneman, Branham, and Hunter Shady at 4 and 7. And we got, how about them Garners, who is making a run at the Waffle House for last place. And here's where you are, Kevin. If you lose next week, or if Koneman, me, or Shady win, you're eating waffles. So anyway, Garner may need to make some trades this week. How about League B? It was my team in that league. It takes down Zapco Stanfield by 1.2 points over Tyler Tipton. David Smith takes down Devin in the second Smith Bowl of the year. I think David beat him the first time. Dylan Center, who is now Kaylee's husband, takes down Danny Miller's What's the Matter. And the first place Landowski's, they get gotten by Josh Hall. So that now makes a 3-way tie for first place in that league between Landowski, myself, and Nathan Stanfield. 1 game behind is Danny Miller. Kaylee's husband is 2 games down, but all of the teams I just mentioned are clinched in the playoff. And then we've got Devin Smith and Josh Hall, who are 1 game out of the last 2 playoff spots. And then, interesting, we got Zapco and Tyler Tipton battling out for waffles, both at 2 and 9. The bowling season is also underway, and so Liberty 1 took down Lifegate Holy Rollers 3-1. Way to go, Liberty 1. And then Liberty 2 dropped 1 and 3 to Valley Baptist. Coach Jimmy said both teams are still in the middle of the pack and have a chance at winning the quarter. High scores for the night. How about old Mike Sparks at 203? My goodness, Mike, that's pretty good in bowling. And then apparently now Travis Glenn is Travis 10th frame Glenn because he dominates that 10th frame. He also was a high bowler of the night at 192. So way to go, crew. Y'all keep rolling well, and let's win that thing. So let's talk about some announcements. Lots of things going on at Liberty, especially as we get into this holiday season. So check out several things that you may be interested in. One is in July of 2026, we are putting together a team to go to Romania and do a vacation Bible school. I talked to our contact over there, Elijah Sortow. We will either be in Arad working with a church that has about 100 kids for VBS. This would be a Romanian church, or we will be in Oradea working with a group of Ukrainians who have fled from the war over there to put on a vacation Bible school for them. Still kind of working out the details on which site we will be at. But you can get information by joining a group that we have right now on the app. So join that Romania Mission VBS group, and you can get all the updates. Right now, we've kind of got, hey, which would be the dates in July you would most likely to go. After that, we'll figure out how much the flights are going to cost, and then all the information will just start kind of coming down from there. That's going to be a good trip for a family. Like if you have a probably 12, 13 and above, and one of the parents is willing to go, this is a really good trip to kind of get to go to Europe, to see some amazing things, get to do some great ministry there. And so if you're interested in that, join the group and you'll get some updates. We have a Man Church Conference. The guys will be going to Birmingham, Alabama, January the 23rd and 24th. I think there's only 7 spots available for that group. If you want to be a part of that, that is also on the app. And then we've got Thanksgiving meal donations. We wanted to fill 50 bags that would feed a family of 4 for Thanksgiving. And so on Sunday, this past Sunday, we had planned to hand out those bags to everybody that may be interested in filling one. We didn't give out 50 bags. We gave out over 120 bags. So, man, it was a great response. Who knows how many we're going to get back. But if you know a family of 4 who has maybe they need some help for Thanksgiving, what we're going to do the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I'm not sure exactly what date that is, but the Tuesday before Thanksgiving at 10 a.m., we're going to be underneath the awning and just hand them out. And you should be seeing that on Facebook. When you see that announcement, please share it. Let the community know so that we can help some families out for Thanksgiving. And thank you to all of those who took a bag this week. And remember to bring it back on Sunday so we can have it ready to go at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Wednesday night is Deck the Halls, which means that we get together to decorate the auditorium. It takes about an hour. It's a fun time. We'll have all the Christmas goodies and Christmas music, kind of get you in the mood for the season. But, man, that is a big help to the church for you to show up, help us put out those trees and all the decorations. There will be no childcare, and there are no Man Church, the ladies ministry, Connect student ministry. None of that takes place on that Wednesday night. So help us out this Wednesday at 6:30 for Deck the Halls. Hey, we got some Man Church swag. If you're looking for a really cool shirt, really cool vest, man, guys like hats. We got 3 choices of hats on there. Tony and Shannon have put together some really good Man Church swag. It's also on the app. You can hit that, make a great Christmas gift if your husband or your son or a man in your life attends Liberty's Man Church. We'd love to see them wearing that stuff around not only the church but also the community. So check that out. And then, this Saturday is the Turkey Bowl. The draft happens on Wednesday night after Deck the Halls. So last day to register is going to be, as of the taping of this, tomorrow. And we'll do the draft party at Waffle House after Deck the Halls. So we got the ladies game. We've got 4 men's teams. We have such a great response to that. So it'll be kind of like a tournament. And then the kids punt, pass, and kick. That is a free event. It's going to start at 2 p.m. at Christian Heritage Stadium. Turkey Bowl is always a really fun time. And, hey, if you just want to come out and watch and just kind of heckle everybody that's on the field, that we love that too. So, anyway, Turkey Bowl on November the 23rd. That's this Sunday. Then the Chrismon service is November the 30th during the 10:30 a.m. service. If you're new to the church and you've never been a part of one of our Chrismon services, you're going to love this. This will become a great family Christmas tradition for you. The kids are in the service with us. The Chrismons are symbols of Christ that kind of tell the story of Christmas. You will go up with your family, decorate the tree. We'll have some photographers available. It's just a really beautiful service, really meaningful time. And the kids are involved, and I think the adults love it as much as the kids do. So mark that down. That is the Sunday after Thanksgiving during the 10:30 a.m. service. And then also one of the things we do twice a year, Mother's Day and at Christmas, is parent-child dedication. That is going to be December the 7th. If your family is planning to participate, we need your registration by November the 30th, and the registration is available either by going to our What's Going On at Liberty page on the app or by stopping by the preschool director booth there. When you come in the foyer, just go back to the preschool area, go to the desk, find Melissa Korn. She'll get you signed up for that. Our students in January are headed to Strength to Stand. This is always a great event for the students, about 12,000 teenagers in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It is a powerful time. They get some great music, great messages, and we always see some lives changed on that weekend. If you have a student who is interested, register now. You can save $15 if you register by December the 1st. That info is also on our What's Going On at Liberty page on the app. And then Celebrate Recovery, that typically meets on Thursday nights, is going to meet on Friday night, the week of Thanksgiving. That'll be Friday night, November the 28th. Kevin Shelton will be speaking at that. That'll be at 6 p.m. for the meal, 7 p.m. for the service, and it all takes place down in our fellowship space. So always a really good time that Friday after Thanksgiving. So join them for that. And then, hey, if you ever come to the service and somebody's talking on stage and you go, man, I can't hear anything going on, I need some subtitles. Well, we don't have subtitles, but we have something that may help you. We now have a listening assistance system that can hook right to your phone, that you can control the volume. You can place discreetly in your ears, and you can listen to the service. And, man, we had a great review on that one on Sunday. Hey, this was one of the first times I've been able to hear everybody on stage. If you're interested in that system, stop by the sound booth, and they will get you plugged into that. And then also, we're in the time of year when we present the ministry plan for the following year. This is our budget for the new year. Here's the way that's going to lay out. We're going to present that plan on Sunday, November the 30th. We'll pass out all the info to the church. Wednesday, December the 3rd, the finance team will be available for questions in the conference room from 6 to 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, December the 7th, we will take an up or down vote on the ministry plan. I've seen it, and I think you're going to be happy with it. So also, if you want to know kind of what's going on in the church, prayer requests, needs, if you've been following Wes Motley, boy, last week, man, we thought Wes he was in terrible shape. People started praying for him, and y'all, he went through a massive stroke, but we have seen a miraculous act of healing take place in Wes's life. People started praying through that prayer and care group. That's right there on our app as well, and all you got to do is request to join it. We'll get you in there, and you can know who to be praying for, who you can take care of in the church, and we appreciate that so much as well. Well, let's do some Thanksgiving trivia. We're going to pull Austin Levi and Jody in here and see what they know about Thanksgiving. You keep following along because I think this will be fun as well. Let's see how many questions you can get right out of 10. So let's stay tuned to Live at Liberty. All right, welcome back. We're in a Thanksgiving edition. Remember, there'll be no podcast next week, so we're going to do some Thanksgiving turkey trivia, y'all. What do we talked last week about like white meat, dark meat, cranberry sauce. So we found out some personality things. Now we're going to find out your Thanksgiving knowledge.
Do not have a high expectation. I'm a little nervous. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you multiple choice questions. You're going to write your answer discreetly on your board, and then you're going
I'm
to
in 8th grade.
then you're going to reveal it to the audience,
I have
and
mixed feelings about that.
you'll have to keep your own score. 10 questions.
Okay.
All
10
right?
questions.
10
Oh.
questions. All right, so we'll go number 1. What year was Thanksgiving officially made a national holiday?
So not 1492.
So here we go. So the choices are
Oh, good
1776.
Oh, good.
That's the nature of multiple choice, right?
Oh, I forgot that detail. Okay.
I said that. So A is 1776, B 1812, C 1863, and D 1901.
Can you read those again?
No way.
So let's go 1776, B is 1812, C is 1863, and D is 1901.
All right.
You ready to reveal
Is this
your
different than the
answer?
first Thanksgiving?
You're not supposed to cheat,
This
Levi.
is different than
I
the
didn't
first
look.
Thanksgiving. This is when it actually became a national holiday.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
All right.
All right, reveal your answer. And if you said C, 1863, you are correct. All right.
Yes.
I literally changed it the last minute. I was like, that sounds some turn of the century stuff.
All right, good job. So y'all got that one right.
No, I changed it at
Oh.
the end.
All right.
Okay, so
Should have gone with your gut.
1 point.
All right, here we go. Which founding father wanted the turkey to be the national bird? A is George Washington, B, John Adams, C, Benjamin Franklin, D, Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, I just want to note that she was writing before you even finished the question.
She got this.
This one I feel confident about.
I knew this one without multiple choice.
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna fail this one.
Listen,
I played a lot of Angry Birds in high school, man. When we were
The old
over
sixth
this.
grade American history class did not stick.
Let's go, I guess.
George Washington, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson. The answer is C, Benjamin Franklin.
Dadgummit.
All right, back in the
So
saddle
Jody's
again.
the only one who got it right.
No,
Oh, you got it. Okay. I can't read your writing, Levi.
yeah. Maybe I should have been a doctor.
You write like me. You're like me. Your handwriting never left the 4th grade. That's kind of where I am.
Heard it's a sign of intelligence. I don't know. Maybe that's
I think you're right. All right, so number 3, here we go. Which U.S. state produces the most turkeys? U.S. state that produces the most turkeys. A is Arkansas. B is Minnesota. C, North Carolina. Or D, Missouri.
can we phone
E,
a friend?
Hawaii.
Scott blinked twice.
So Arkansas, Minnesota, North Carolina, or Missouri. Which state produces the most
no
turkeys?
I would write this state down if I knew how to spell it.
All right.
I feel like they have the most hunters, so maybe.
I'm thinking flat ground, maybe lots of.
So I
We'll
think
see.
What?
Oh, we're giving them clues. I think it's the
Hawaii
city.
was that the other option.
They produce the most dinner rolls.
Yum,
I'm just
so
kidding.
good. I had those
That's
the
I
other
was
night.
just the only one I was sure it was probably not was Minnesota.
Minnesota.
All right, here we go. Reveal your answer.
D?
And the answer is Minnesota.
No, for real.
The
So
only one.
nobody
That was the
got
one
it.
I was like, "There's no way."
Nobody got it.
Oh,
I figured it's too
man.
cold. They'd freeze.
Yeah, what is it about Minnesota? Maybe that's what they're producing frozen turkeys. Maybe that's what they're doing.
Butterball.
Butterball.
Maybe turkey's
There
like
you
the
go.
10,000 lakes.
Turkeys in Minnesota. Okay.
Did not, hey, I would not have associated Minnesota with,
No, not at
with
all.
raising turkeys. All
failing.
right, here we go.
Okay.
This is an interesting question.
No.
How fast can a wild turkey run? And I know this one because I ride so much bicycle so much, and I have had turkeys like come out of the ditch, and oh yeah, so yeah,
I just picture,
How
I just
fast
picture
can
getting
you
assaulted
ride your
by a turkey.
bicycle?
I'm well.
Can we get
not
some
gonna
dash
tell you
cam
that.
footage of this?
Huh?
Can we get some dash cam footage?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you. One time that happened, I was coming. It was near Holly Creek, and I was just kind of going and climbing the hill, feeling good about it, was by a ditch, and 5 turkeys jumped out of this ditch, scared me to death, kind of flew up, and I almost wrecked.
I feel like I would have a heart attack if that happened.
All right, so here you go. So think about me on a bicycle. So really this question is how fast can Brian ride, right?
Yeah.
So how fast can a wild turkey run? 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour.
Pictured a
20
cheetah.
miles an hour is pretty fast on a bicycle. You feel like you're
Are
really
you going
moving.
uphill or downhill?
Hey, downhill you can go much faster than 20
I feel
miles
like if
an
we
hour.
pick A or B, you're going to be insulted.
All right.
That's
hey,
how
that-
slow you
look,
ride.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
actually picturing, can I catch a turkey if I'm running, and how fast
Yeah.
can I run?
I'm going
I
to set my
Well, if it
personal
was a big
feelings
deal for
aside,
horses
so
to
you're
go like
good.
12 miles an hour, then okay, go ahead.
A turkey can run 20
Out
miles
of
an
your
joke.
hour.
mind.
Yeah.
Well, that answers
And
that.
it caught you, so that means you go fast too, or you were still.
It means he goes 19
On a
miles an
road
hour.
bike, yeah, you ride between 16 and 20 miles an hour
Look,
average.
I
on a
didn't
road
Nay,
bike.
sir, you ride between.
I didn't even have to pull a Ben Franklin
Man.
experiment to figure out I do
I've
not
seen
run
it
as fast as a
happen. I
turkey.
can see it, and I'll tell you this: dogs are much faster than 20 miles an hour.
I believe it.
Yeah, a dog can flat out catch you even when you're going as fast as you can. All right,
Feeling
so
so confident, and now I'm like, man,
so how many do y'all have? Well,
2.
I've only gotten one right at this point.
it's a 2 to
Still
1
in
to
this
1.
thing.
Yeah.
Still in this thing.
Maybe we need a bonus round.
Probably
Make
gonna-
up some
probably gonna
points.
need
All right, here's an interesting question. What meat did the pilgrims likely eat instead of turkey?
I think I know this, Randy.
I feel like the children's ministry leader is going to nail this one, right? So we got beef, venison, pork, or chicken.
No,
Why
that's
would the
none of
children's
my
ministry
answers.
what I thought.
leader nail this?
Beef. What did you put?
Well, they had them there.
Crab or oyster?
It was
Crab
it was
ragoons?
there.
I was,
No, like legit.
I was thinking quails.
It was a low country boy.
It was
no,
the
they
crab-
were on the
crab
history
ragoons
book.
at,
They
Panda
were
Express.
on the water. I am correct. Scott, Google it. I need you over there Googling.
The first Thanksgiving was a low country boil.
was.
They had Maine lobsters.
Listen, one of
Seasoned
y'all
with Old
listening
Bay.
need to
good.
look this up because I'm correct. Okay, what were your options?
Jody,
Yeah.
your choices are not shrimp or oysters, right?
They were
Or
s-
lobster.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Your choices are beef, venison, pork, or chicken.
Poultry.
Remember, they had not been to Minnesota yet. So
Eliminates
feel like-
one.
Corn
They
is
would've had
not a
to-
meat.
Yeah, but they would have had to bring. Okay, I'm ready.
all right.
I don't feel confident.
The answer is B, venison.
Yes,
You went with
they
chicken.
would have had to bring
don't know.
chickens with, or not bring them, but I mean, were like chickens readily available?
So who got that right?
Me.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I had the other one right. Also, they did have.
I would be
oysters.
fine with that.
How long did the first Thanksgiving feast last? How long did it last? Was it 12 hours, 2 days, 3 days, or 7 days?
Longer than the one with my in-laws, probably.
There'll be some people watching this going, my family comes over, it feels like 7 days.
All right.
Biblical proportions.
All right, here we go. So it's 12 hours, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days. The answer is 3 days.
That was
That's what I was gonna go with.
That was
and
my
I
gut
changed.
again.
Did y'all all go 7 days?
I did.
Yes, because it just felt like
Yeah.
it takes a long time for everyone to cook. And
That's
Have to
two,
catch the venison.
yes,
That's 2 fourth quarter flubs for me. Like
I hesitated.
padded.
I feel
Oh.
like,
Can you give me an easy one?
but here's the deal: you eat leftovers for 3 days, all right? So they still
Not without a
technically last
fridge.
for 3 days.
That's
Huh?
true.
Well, yeah.
And I'm thankful all the way up until I get on the scale at some point, but I wait a good long time.
We eat sandwiches for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
I
you
thought
go.
you were going to say we eat salmon for 3 days.
No.
Negative.
Eh. All right, here we go.
So
No,
weird Thanksgiving
question
dish.
number 7. What's the score right now?
3.
I got one still.
3.
How did you catch up?
I'm not a good test taker, by the way.
I don't know. I'm not a mathematician.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Question number 7. What popular Thanksgiving side dish was created by Campbell Soup?
Oh,
You ready? Here we
I'm
go.
get-
Don't say it out loud.
I'm
like
not.
So A is sweet potato casserole. B is mac and cheese. C is green bean casserole. D is cornbread dressing. Apparently, they put this recipe on the can, and this is how it became a
I've
Look,
thing.
he's
never-
trying to throw you a bone, Austin. He's
Never
like,
looked at the can.
All right, here we go.
just-
The answer is
Well, I didn't-
C. Oh, sorry.
I'll
You
just get it wrong. You didn't give me any time.
You took too long to answer. Timed out.
that was one of those ones I think I knew.
Did you ever watch The Food That Built America?
No.
They were talking about this and how you need to watch it. If you've never watched
This
the
is a show?
it's so good. Yes, they do the history of like how foods were created and stuff.
Okay.
And this was one of them because they were talking about how they would bring in different like chefs and saying what do women need and what would make it easier for these holiday things. And this was one of them.
Well, how about that?
No, I just
So-
watch Aunt Mary bring green bean casserole every year.
Oh, well, no, this will give you the history. So if
Man.
you want to look it up, watch it.
We don't have green bean casserole, but Shannon does this thing where you take green beans, you wrap them in bacon,
Ooh, yum.
I like it already.
and put it in Italian dressing, and then put it in the oven. Oh man, it's good.
Interesting.
Oh wait,
it's
are-
good.
So what's your bacon to green? Are you talking about like strip of bacon per green bean?
No, it's like
Okay, I was like,
it's
that's a
almost
lot.
like a roll of green beans, and it's held together
Oh,
by the
yum.
bacon.
Like sashimi.
So the
but-
bacon kind of gets
country.
hard while it's it's baking in there, and then you got the Italian dressing on
That'd
it.
be
Man,
good.
I can eat 10 of
That'd be
like.
good.
It's so good.
All right, so we got Austin pumpkin pie and we got Shannon's bacon wrapped green beans.
Mm-hmm.
We got to make a list.
We got it. Yeah.
yeah. So who got it right? The two of you.
I didn't even answer. So.
Oh yeah, that was yours. Yeah, yeah. You timed out.
He was,
Even told
he was
you
dreaming.
can.
I got the first question.
Austin,
right.
He's
you
dreaming
got to
of
get
pumpkin
this
pie.
one.
Listen,
Okay.
next time, just ask me how to get the Master Sword on The Legend of Zelda, and
Oh, okay.
and we'll
What
like,
type of coffee was that? The first
Yeah.
Too bad there's no video game questions or music questions.
Yeah,
in
how
this.
to something
wouldn't be
about
confident in
intonating
those
your
either.
guitar.
All right, so you only have 3 to go to catch
Yeah,
up.
this is sad.
So here we go. Number 8. What balloon has appeared the most often in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Of course, you know this one.
Would that be the Mickey Mouse balloon, the Snoopy balloon, the Charlie Brown balloon, or the famous Spider-Man balloon?
I
Oh.
feel good about.
Wait, I did not. Oh
Oh,
no! I
this would
thought
be
it was
such
going to be that
vindication if I get
turkey
this and you
thing.
don't.
Hold on.
Mickey Mouse, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, or Spider-Man?
When did that start?
Oh no! I just watched the Rockettes and the Broadway
It's
stuff.
been a while.
It started a long time ago, like in the 50s or 40s.
Everybody answer?
I
Austin?
don't feel
I actually
confident.
I did answer this time.
Okay.
All right.
Because you gave me time.
I didn't remember what the letters were, but I
It's
wrote it down
either.
just in case.
It's one of the. I don't know.
The answer is B, Snoopy.
Yes!
Are you kidding me?
So I
Austin
put
is
C
on
because
the
I couldn't
board.
remember the letters, but I wrote Snoopy. Well, you can't.
I
read
put
that.
Charlie
That looks like
Brown.
Sparky.
Man.
Let's send that to our judges for review. Can it be C, Snoopy, even though it was B, Snoopy? Right.
Give it to him.
All right, we'll give you a half a point. Okay, so where's our score with 2 to go?
I've
Four.
just got 2 right so far.
4.
5.
Terrible.
Ooh, Levi has taken the lead.
Because he got
The
Snoop.
student has become the master.
Yes. And on a parade question. I'm
We need
so
the bonus round.
disappointed.
Here it goes.
All right, here's a guilt question. How many calories are in the average American Thanksgiving
Oh,
meal?
blessed day. Too many.
2,000, 3,000,
That's just in the pie.
4,500, or 5,500?
Is this per plate
That's what I
or
was
just
gonna
for the
ask.
whole meal?
Yeah.
That's my first round.
I mean,
That's
I
probably what they're
guess
talking
that would be like
Per plate,
your,
right?
your no, like
All the fixings combined.
per
or
person.
something?
How many
Yeah.
calories does each person on average eat
At least.
on Thanksgiving? So 2,000, 3,000, 4,500, or 5,500.
This is according to people who answer surveys, so it's probably higher. And people probably lied on their survey.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
The answer is C, 4,500.
Got it wrong.
All right,
All right.
Levi,
I don't
did
think
you
I
get it?
Yeah, man.
All right, so Levi's got the lead going into the last question. So the best you can do is tie, Jody. And the best you can do, Austin, is just leave a little dignity and satisfaction.
I thought you said there was going to be a bonus question.
I'd have to make
You're
one
gonna
up real
write a
quick.
heartbreak
Just
song
the
about it.
satisfaction that I get to get up from this chair and stop feeling like a
I
loser.
would have to ask you, like, what did Tom Petty eat for Thanksgiving, or something
Is there
like
a theme song for Thanksgiving?
Matthew
Turkey
West.
It's turkey
gobble,
lurkey
gobble.
time. Isn't that?
I don't know. I just think about the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving movie. That's the only music that I associate with
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Me and
wait a
Zoe,
minute.
me and Zoe have been singing the Gobble Gobble from Matthew West.
Oh,
Okay.
that does exist. All right.
Matthew West came out with a song called Gobble Gobble.
Something along the lines of put the turkey in my belly. Hold on.
Come on,
loud.
give
I'm
us
sorry,
another one.
guys.
Everybody
with
stand
the
back.
cranberry jelly. It's fun.
Go get the guitar,
Yeah.
Austin.
I couldn't remember how it started, but
Never
And
heard
that
it.
is how we're going to start worship this week.
Please don't. if we want the Spirit of the Lord to leave this place, that
Austin
would
is going
be-
to sing Cranberry Jelly in My Belly.
And now let's all stand and sing all 4 verses and chorus of Gobble Gobble.
Yeah, I would love to explain at Thanksgiving to my family how I have a real job.
Well, I got some Thanksgiving news. I lost my worship position at Liberty today by singing Gobble
that'd
Gobble.
be so funny.
this is why I don't get a microphone.
Oh,
I
my
love it, though.
goodness.
So funny.
All right, here we go. Let's pull ourselves together. Last question. How many million turkeys
Million turkeys.
are eaten on Thanksgiving in the U.S. each year?
Trying to think of that movie.
Well, he does 2 by himself. So, I mean, if you think about that.
All right, so here you go. How many million turkeys are eaten? People in Minnesota would know this, right? Is it 12 million? Is it 24 million? Is it 32 million? Or is it 46 million?
How many people live in the United States?
300 and something million, right?
350 million a while
At
back.
least 350 million.
Will you read the answers one more time?
So we're going 12 million, 24 million, 32 million, or 46 million. And we did learn in this trivia that you can really eat venison and it be the true Thanksgiving meal.
I would probably
Which I'd be
prefer
all
that.
for that.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Okay. Venison, bacon wrapped green beans, pumpkin pie.
Ew. No.
Yeah,
It's starting off good.
No.
I like it
sounds really good.
Ugh. Y'all,
Much better than turkey. Bah.
for sure.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so or you have Jody's Low Country Boil for
Also, wouldn't be
See,
sad about
I'm
that.
just saying, I would have a lot of people on my side.
she's had
I like crab legs, but not in November.
for Thanksgiving.
I think that is a rule for oysters.
Jody's new Thanksgiving meal is surf and turf. She
More of
has
a beach
steak and
thing.
lobster.
I'm just saying, we eat escargot and oysters and all that stuff at
Isn't
Christmas
it like
and
months,
octopus.
months
So
that end in R?
what?
Too, something like
that's
that.
my favorite food. Did you know that? Snails.
Octopus.
Snail.
Snails are my favorite food. I love escargot so much.
Is it because it's fancy and French?
No, it's because it's delicious and covered in butter.
Losing my appetite.
And
Let's
you're
go.
a picky eater.
I am.
That is not.
There's
man,
no citrus in snails.
There is not.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that.
That sounds like the name of a Dr. Seuss book or something. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
wow.
Shell Silverstein. There's no,
I
there's no citrus
man,
in
for
snail.
Have
a
you ever
picky
tried it,
eater.
though?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
not good.
Oh, so good. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I'll stick with turkey. All right, so here we go. How many million turkeys eaten on Thanksgiving in the U.S.? Be 46 million.
No!
Got him.
Crush. I was trying to load.
Gold,
So
baby.
Levi's our winner, right? Way to go, Levi. Well, how
Fine,
did
Levi.
you do while you were watching? Hope you enjoyed it. So, man,
I'm a fatty.
you know, one of the things that happens when you lose a game, Austin,
You get to
when
go to
you-
Waffle House?
when you lose terribly, Jody, when you lose by just a few points, sometimes it's a bad attitude, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next segment. So, how do we have the right kind of attitude, not just in Thanksgiving, but every day? So, we're going to bring Scott in for this conversation. So, stay tuned. Here we go, live at Liberty.
Here we go.
All right, well, let's talk about some attitude as we approach the Thanksgiving season, and we've got our attitude experts here for this segment right here, Jody and Scott. So I got some questions for you guys. So let's talk about, irritability, ungratefulness. Sometimes holidays are hard times for different people. So a couple of questions for you. One is, what are some common triggers that push people toward ungratefulness, irritability, apathy? Man, it's Thanksgiving season. I just don't even care. What are some things that kind of push people in those directions, you think?
I would say when you're stressed and overloaded, when you're feeling the pressure of just the busyness of like family coming in, all of the things that you do during the Thanksgiving season, it's easy to your attitude to kind of stink. It's like a flat tire. You're not going anywhere
Yeah.
until you change it. It sucks.
Yeah, and sometimes people are like, after everybody leaves, you're like, man, I'm glad that's over.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to have that kind of attitude.
No.
Everybody, you want to see your family and stuff, right, Jody?
Yeah, I was talking to my mom this morning, and I'm reading in Genesis right now, and I was reading Genesis 37, where Joseph and his brothers, and they were arguing and all these things, and I was like, man, Mom, not much has changed. I was like, Joseph's brothers are still sibling rivalry. There's still comparison against other people in your family. There's still the desperate need of trying to get your parents' attention. And I was like, and now we're going into Thanksgiving and it feels the same. It feels the exact same. And so I was like, Joseph didn't even have to show up for his brothers to already be annoyed. And I love my brothers, but it's like, how many times have we felt that where I was like, your very presence is bugging me. And it's like, they're not even there yet. And so just really looking at that this year going, one, not much has changed. Thank you, God, for being consistent. And also, what do we do with that? And how do we approach that season? Because if it's still true, then God's already given us something to look at and to get that advice. But I'm anxious and interested in hearing what y'all have to say just as much as
And I think a lot of people, when you hear this, you feel very guilty. Man, I am that irritable person. I am that stressed out person. I am that anxious person. I am that person right now. I just don't even care about it. I'll be glad when it's over. The good news is none of those feelings are foreign to Scripture. They're all expressed in Scripture. The people in the Bible went through those things. You brought up a great example. Man, they were one of the first families in the Bible. You already had sibling rivalry and you had favoritism and just stress and the whole bit going on. So you're not alone, right? You're not alone. So let's bring us to question number 2. When you do notice that attitude drifting in the wrong direction, what do you guys do personally? Just to kind of give everybody an insight in your own life. What do you do to course correct when you feel like, man, my mind is in the wrong place here?
So Celebrate Recovery teaches you to do a daily inventory. And so they have a thing called a heart check. Am I hurting? Am I exhausted? Am I angry? Am I tense? Am I resentful? All of those things, like you examine how you're feeling, right? And so those things, if I do those things daily, it helps me to keep a short account on why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling and how to correct those things.
What are the 4 questions again? That's really a daily inventory. What are the 4 questions?
So am I hurting? Am I exhausted? Am I angry? Am I resentful? Or am I tense?
It's good. Man, listen to this. Proverbs 14:29. Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who has a hasty temper exalts folly. Man, you're about to do a foolish thing.
Yeah.
I think asking those 4 questions, that's really good. Just kind of, man, this is where I am, right? Jody?
I think, like I said, I'm in this story, so like my brain is on it. But Joseph's brothers were asking, like, "Are you really going to think that you're going to reign over us?" And I think a modern interpretation is like, "Are you really going to choose that person over me? Are you really going to do that instead of choose me?" And one thing that I have to check myself with is going, "Okay, that is so inner focused." And so I'm saying, "Are you choosing me or them?" And no one is saying in the equation, "Where's God?" And so for me doing a pulse check going, okay, am I inward focused or upward focused? Because I can tell, kind of like the examples you gave, what I'm reflecting is annoyance. What I'm reflecting is frustration. I have very little patience for the people around me. And that means everything is me, and how it's affecting me. And when I can feel myself getting that way, I'm like, okay, when was the last time you checked in with God? When was the last time you prayed about this attitude? When was the last time I went to somebody and said, hey, have you noticed, like, have I had an attitude shift? Because I've been doing these things. And so that's really my pulse check, is just going, when I start using the word me a lot, I'm going, I'm inward focused, not upward focused. But that has a lot to do with also slowing down and recognizing there's hurt there, but there's also I can get very inward focused is what I'm trying to say.
Man, just
and
kind of
so,
drawing that together, man. I think what you guys just gave everybody, some very good, just kind of raise your own self-awareness level. There's some questions to kind of ask yourself. So let's talk about family, because man, sometimes holidays are hard times for various reasons. With family may have some things that brought about some hard feelings during the year. I don't know if you guys, last couple of years been watching this, but the country's so politically divided, and social media just heightens that emotion. And there are people that actually have stopped getting together for Thanksgiving just because they just absolutely can't get along on their opinions. So give some insight into that, man. When it's the family during the holidays, you're going to get together, but it's really a hard time. Or maybe you're missing people. During Thanksgiving season, maybe somebody's passed away, something's happened in the last, and you're just like, my attitude's not there right now. So give some insight into that. Jody, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think too often that I'll speak for myself. I'm so afraid of being rejected by others that I end up rejecting God, because I'm so focused on maybe what you have or what what my brothers have or whatever, that I stop being grateful for everything in my life, and I start like just having almost blinders on. And God's going, hey, in this process, while you're trying to not be rejected yourself, you are completely rejecting me, the person who chooses you every time. And so that's really my thing in the holidays, is getting myself prepped to go, okay, this is a time where I want to love others, but I have to ask for that love. I've got to seek after that love, because that's not who we are naturally. But I for sure think that for me, it's going, I get so nervous about rejection that I'm rejecting the very one who chooses me every time. And because I'm so fixated on man who will disappoint me every time. And so having that clarity of going, okay, what am I putting priorities in, and what am I putting all my time and attention in, to remember that's all going to go away. You've talked about that a couple of weeks ago in staff. Like, that stuff is just with the wind. It's just going to go away. But the one constant from Joseph to now is that God is choosing you every single time, even when you don't feel chosen by others or seen or heard. So
It's good.
I think having going into Thanksgiving, knowing that I'm going to be around family and people that are lost, just having the mindset of like, people don't need to see me; they need to see like Jesus in me, and just me being grateful for where God has brought me to, and thankful that I can get together with my family and we're not at each other's throat, or we're not all of those things, because my grandmother, she was the one that kept all the family together, right?
Okay.
We always met together and had Thanksgiving because of her. And so when she died, it was like everybody kind of started doing their own thing. And so I have to be more intentional about being around other family that I don't see very often, or that are further away. And so it's just being intentional with the mindset of going into the holiday season of, why, I don't get to see these people very much. Right.
Yeah.
And so to make the best of those moments.
And don't you think, like, in those moments, because you were talking about being intentional, you have opportunity to bring together, or you have opportunity to divide even further. And so if you're intentional, hopefully that means you're more aware of, it's easier to gripe, it's easier to naturally complain, but intentionality takes a pause. And I don't know, I just think that because we don't get to see our families or do different things, is often taking advantage of that more than, just, I don't know, you can change the narrative, I guess.
Man, and talking about just the conversations, I brought up the idea of the political division, all these kind of things. And if that's a person's family, the counsel I would give you is what does it matter? And man, I've been reading Ecclesiastes a lot here lately, and there's so many, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. I think a lot of people look at that book as very pessimistic, and it kind of is in a sense, but it's very freeing in the sense that he's also coming to a lot of point in his life where he thought, man, I thought these things in my life really, really mattered.
Yeah.
And then I came to realize it didn't matter. And so, and there's, I was reading this morning, I think it's Ecclesiastes 10, somewhere along in there. And it's talking about politics and some stuff like that. And really, he says sometimes it's the quietness that reveals wisdom. It's just not even bringing it up. I think sometimes you just got to realize it doesn't matter. So why bring up that conversation? I think there's some people that think if I don't say something at Thanksgiving and I don't take my stand and I don't show my and I'm just like, man, it's not, you're not going to change their mind. They're not going to leave your house going, well, I'm going to vote different from now on because while the turkey leg is in their mouth, right? So, you just got to have some wisdom on that. And man, just kind of keep those conversations on those things, kind of do pull the family together, kind of like you were saying. So really good stuff there. So let's talk about this. The Bible talks a lot about, well, let's say it like this. The Bible does not separate spiritual health and emotional health or mental health, right? All those things kind of go together. You talk about Philippians chapter 4, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Then the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. I mean, that verse right there, really, your prayer life, your mental life, your the anxiety of life, all those things. Give some thoughts. Why do you think the Bible links all those things together so tightly?
I think that, it recognizes that God chooses us in spite of what man holds against us, because, like, back to my Joseph story, because that's where I live today. I love that everybody thought Joseph is the hero of this story, but Jesus didn't come through the line of Joseph. And so for me, I was like, God still had a plan for the other brothers, but the brothers were so fixated on God's plan for Joseph that they stopped paying attention to God's focus on them. And so I would just really encourage in your own, as you're growing and having your own relationship with God, is that he's wanting a relationship with just you too, not through your siblings, not through your parents, you. And so if God chose Judah for Jesus and through that line, imagine what he's going to do for you, because Judah was a screw up too, But I just think spiritual maturity and just growing in that recognizes it's not all about you, but God is for you. And so don't be disappointed in what man is doing when God has a complete vision for your own life, and tap into that and seek that and not man's approval.
Man,
That's
let me
hard.
jump in on
That's
that for a
hard.
second. If you read that, that's great what you're talking about. If you read that Joseph story, you're right. A lot of people think that story is about Joseph. That story really isn't about Joseph, because there's this weird chapter right before it that shows you how horrible a person Judah is. The Judah and Tamar thing happened right before the Joseph story unfolds. And it's almost like the writer's going, man, let me show you how desperately this Judah guy, who is the lion of the tribe of Judah, Christ is going to come through him, but he needs to be saved. And you think about that mindset going into Thanksgiving, and maybe you have those Judah family members. You're like, man, these are rough people. But and the other part of it is Joseph because he's so favored, he's extremely naive, and he comes in like, look at my jacket, man. Come on, man. And then you go up to all your older brothers going, I had a dream, and y'all all bowed down to me. I mean, who's not going to be a little, here comes Joseph, So, but that, the way we think through those family tensions, and kind of what does help us to rise above that is look what God can do. He can take the mess of a family, even evil, and use it so that many people are saved alive. And I think, man, just kind of having that mentality through Thanksgiving is really important. So let's talk about growing in thankfulness. What are some simple daily practices that can help us grow in thankfulness, and rather than just kind of being surface level and positivity?
I think that, meditating on getting in the Word early and just meditating on that through the day, and it keeps you focused, right? It keeps you centered on not, because we're naturally bent to the negative, right?
Yeah.
So my natural bend is to look for what's wrong or what's not right, and so. But if I look to the truth of God's Word, and we in the Man Church we sat down on 2 Peter 1, and it says that by His divine power, God has granted to us all things that pertain to life and godliness. So if I just focus on that, then I already know that God has given me everything that I need to be able to navigate life on life's terms today.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Jody?
One thing especially leading into the season, I'm going, am I praying as much as I'm complaining? Because going into it, I'm going, okay, well, they're going to be there. This is going to happen. Like, I'm writing a narrative in my head that hasn't even happened, probably won't even happen, but I've made it my reality. So now I'm going in defensively, and the Lord's going, okay, you've complained a lot. Now can we back up, and can we pray about this, and can we pray for those people? Can we talk about what's really going on? And so for me, I said last week, and the kids and I have been talking about this, you've got to be in the truth so the truth is in you. And that's what helps separate, because Satan loves it when you make it easy for him to make up that own narrative, because then he can just give you a nugget of the truth and then spin this whole story in your brain. And so for me, I'm going, okay, if I'm in the Word, if I'm praying for these people, God's going to reveal the truth and not my narrative. And so that's one thing I've really had to step into, and I have people holding me accountable for it. I can't do that on my own, because my natural thing is to be upset about it. My natural thing is to get frustrated. And so I have people who are doing daily checks with me going, Joe, have you thought about this? Have you prayed about this? You're talking about this a lot. Have you? And so I would really also encourage you, don't go at it alone, because Satan loves it when you're alone. But definitely pray about it more than you complain about it, because it's just too easy when emotions are involved to get a little bit off the truth. So,
Man, Scott, you talked about your daily time in the Word, and then what did you say? You said
the kids, our whole line this month is, you've got to be in the truth so the truth can be in you.
It's good, man. Y'all dropping some bombs here. So listen to Colossians chapter 3, verse 16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. That's not just, that's not just reading my Bible, checking it off, but letting it dwell in you richly. That's the idea. You ever put a really good piece of chocolate in your mouth? You just let it sit there a minute, right? Or a pretty good piece of steak or a lobster for Thanksgiving,
Thank you.
Jody put there. And just kind of like, man, that's really good. You can't just read the verse of the day and go on, man. It's meditating in the Word. It's kind of doing journaling, kind of writing some things out. But listen to this. He says, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. And then he says, teaching and admonishing one another. You know, you haven't really learned something until you can teach it, until you can articulate it. You can teach it to somebody else. You really haven't learned it yourself. So he says, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your heart to God. Man, that transformative power of not reading the verse of the day, but letting the word of God dwell in you richly. As people get ready for Thanksgiving, man, I would advise you, don't wake up in the morning and flip on the news. Don't just listen to some podcast on your way into work. And adding the Bible is not an add to, it is a replacing. What are you replacing in adding Scripture into your day? But getting yourself just kind of, hey, Thanksgiving's around the corner, man. The best way to get your mind right for that is to be in the Word. Let it dwell richly in you. So, last question. It's been a really good conversation. How can we as a staff help cultivate a culture of gratitude in our church?
I think one, we have to model it ourselves. We have to, we have to not just talk about it. We have to see that we're grateful, right? Grateful for the people that God's put in our lives. Grateful for the things that He's doing in the church. Just, pointing people towards those things. And not only that, teaching them the why behind being grateful. Why, looking at the cross and understanding why Jesus died for us and why we needed rescued and just being grateful. Anytime that I'm ungrateful, I can look at the cross and go, man, that's what I deserved, right? And I can be grateful.
It's good.
And man, it's just teaching people why we're grateful, right? But it starts in the Word. Right? I can't be grateful unless I'm in the Word, unless I'm putting that thing in me that automatically comes out, because I look for the things that God is doing to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Because my circumstance or my situation doesn't determine my gratitude for God and what He's done. Right? If I'm going through a hard time, it gives me the opportunity, if it is a hard time, it gives me the opportunity to put faith and trust in Him in a hard time, right? And still have gratitude, knowing that God cares for me, that He loves me, and that He sees me, no matter what my circumstance or situation looks like.
It's good. Jody?
Yeah, I think one thing that was really important for me to learn is that joy and happiness aren't the same thing. And in order to connect to those fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, we have to be connected to God, because those aren't going to be natural to us. So finding joy in pain, finding joy in hopelessness, those things require you to be connected. It requires you to have relationship. And so like for us as a staff, I love that we get to be here, and I love that people come to us, but we also have a huge body of people who have gone through things that maybe we've not gone through. And we've got people who want to love on you and help you and encourage you. find those people. Don't find the people that are going to fuel your annoyances or your frustration. Find the people that are going to keep pointing you to the cross and the truth and joy. Because we've got a lot of people, and we keep talking about going to life groups. Those are those people that you don't have to tell the whole world, but find a couple that will say, hey, Scott, I'm going to my Thanksgiving this week and I'm really nervous, and can you just be praying for me? Because open that up and build that connection and community, and it's life-changing. So yes, we can be here as a staff, but there's 6 of us and we have 600 people. And so I would just really encourage to find that connection, not only with God, but with people, to be able to be encouraged.
Man, I think you hit on this just a little bit, Scott, but it's the vibe. When we had a staff member here named Clint Strickland, and he would kind of, with the staff, go read little books and stuff. And I can't remember exactly what book it was or if it was a statistic or something, but it basically said everybody puts up a vibe that's 30 feet. It emanates 30 feet away from you, right? And boy, I'm talking to myself as much as anybody right here. I put off a vibe. I pull in the parking lot, everybody can feel it. It feels like sometimes. But you got to watch yourself, because as far as the staff cultivating that attitude, and I don't think most people realize it, but most people, especially if you just come on Sundays, you're meeting us on our most stressed out day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
We're all completely stressed out. Scott's got water things blowing up in the building. Austin's got electronics that are crashing, people that didn't practice their instrument, or this one plugged up and it's not working. Jody's got 100 questions coming at her, and kids coming from all kinds of different things. Man, I'm laser focused on the sermon, and and so I'm so stressed out on Sunday morning. But man, just kind of that vibe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do have to kind of check, boy, if I don't want people to see me like that. So it is kind of that self-awareness, being in the Word, kind of getting those things in. But also everybody to give the staff a little grace. Sunday. So here's what's funny. Sunday is the most stressful day of the week. Wednesday is our longest day of the week, and that's when most people see us. So you gotta watch it. But anyway,
it's really hard. Like if I preach on Sunday, and then most of the people know, hey, Scott will change this or do this or do that, and I'm like you, I'm laser focused on what I'm about to preach, and somebody goes, hey, the stall's out of toilet paper, or
right. Somebody walked up to me one Sunday. I mean, it was like 2 minutes before the service is starting. I mean, Austin is about to hit the lights and we're about to go. And they walked up to me and said, hey, there is a wall in the women's bathroom, like a stall wall, that has completely crashed. And I just looked at her and I said, there is not one thing in the world I can do about that right now. And I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you. But that's kind of the way it goes. But man. Well, good conversation, and I hope everybody does have a happy Thanksgiving. So remember, we won't see you next week, so you can kind of catch up on some episodes if you haven't been watching them, Nicole Williams. But she told me she's been catching up on them. But hey, next week will be a good way to catch up on them. But we'll see you next time after Thanksgiving on Live at Liberty.